here ready to give you another video. So in honor of Valentine's Day, we wanted to put together this video about marriage, question and answers. I did put a post on Instagram and Facebook so you guys can ask some questions about marriage in general or about us personally. So we're gonna get into that today. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that we did a husband tag. So I'm gonna link that down below so you guys can check that out if you wanna know a little bit more information. But this video is more towards like our marriage and what it's been like for the past 2 years with this crazy guy.
Yes.
Okay, he keeps putting these like hands.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video at the end. And let's just get into it. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be interesting, and it's gonna be personal.
Like the video.
You're funny. So the first question is, what is your love language? Did you want to answer first?
I don't know if this is like a guy thing, but my love language is physical touch.
Yeah.
That's mine.
It's not a guy thing, but
I don't know. I feel like guys are more, you know, when it comes to like sex or anything like that, I feel like guys are more, you know, are more for that, you know. So I feel like for me, personally speaking, physical touch is probably the #1 thing for me.
Okay, so my love language is definitely acts of service. I did talk about it in the other video, that if Lewis cleans my house, he can get anything he wants. And that is very true.
And that is physical touch.
Definitely. Okay, and then the other question to that, if it was different, was it hard to learn it?
For me to learn yours, it was...
I think it was hard for him.
Can I answer my own question, please?
Okay.
Yeah, she's right. It was hard because growing up, my mom basically did a lot for me. So I kind of got used to that growing up. Now that I live with her, definitely something that I had to get used to. I always had my mom do things for me. Now it's different because I have to do things for her, you know. And
yeah, it's like a team.
Yeah,
it's like teamwork,
exactly.
You know? It's not like he could just sit around and just
so it's like
do whatever he wants.
It's like if one day I have to cook, she has to cook. We take turns in that.
Yeah, I think that's definitely important. Like in a marriage, it's actually like taking the time to talk about what you guys could do for one another. Because for me, since acts of service is my love language, me coming to a house that's like all messy and not clean, it kind of like really like throws me off, and it kind of makes me upset because I'm like, you're home and this house is like this, why? So I think that's something, you know, just to talk about, because we honestly, like, we have like the days that he walks the dog is the day that he would have to like wash the dishes or make sure that the house is clean. And then the days that I walk the dog is the days that I would be sure that the house is clean and everything is together. I mean, it doesn't work for everybody, but that's just how it works for us. And so that in doing that, it kind of just eliminates the whole argument of like, why is the house not clean?
Fellas, please your wife so that you can get some.
Oh my God. Based on your relationship, what advice would you give people who are looking to get married?
#1.
I think that's for both of us.
Yeah. Is well, for the wedding we spent a lot of money.
Close to $20,000.
Yes.
Is what we spent. Example we give to people when they ask like
that's not when they ask, when they say they want to get married.
When they say they want to get married, they say they want a big wedding. I'm like, imagine saving a whole year, $20,000, and then it disappears in less than 1 day. Like, think about that. But after that day, you really realize, like, is this really what I wanted to spend my 20 grand on for people to say they're showing up, but they don't show up? You're missing money. It's a big, crazy thing.
So our advice is do something simple. We could have spent 1/4 of what we spent. You know what I mean?
And then use the other money for like travel.
Traveling, we could have gone to Europe.
We could have gone for a whole month.
For a month.
We could have done that.
Traveled all of Europe, you know. So think about that. You know, before you get married, talk to each other. Think about it, because you can do a lot more with that money.
So the third question is, if you could go back in time, what would you change? I think that would be like the same answer. We would kind of change the way that we did our wedding. Like, I loved our wedding.
Yeah,
like,
it was nice.
It was very nice. We had so much fun. It was awesome. But if we could go back and tell ourselves, like, bro, like, you could be traveling for a whole month, then we probably would have listened to our older selves.
Yeah.
Number 4, how did you guys know you wanted to get married to one another? For me, I feel like how I knew it was time, or I mean, we've been together for about 4 years before we got married. I knew that I wanted to spend my whole life with Louis. He's such a great guy, such a great heart he has. And I just love the type of guy. I mean, you know, everybody has their flaws, but I was able to overlook those flaws and just really see who he really was.
I just knew, like, once we got together and everything, and we weren't even thinking about marriage, obviously, you know, it's not the first thing we think about. Like, after a while, just like, you know what, this is the girl I want to be with. Like,
it's like a feeling.
Yeah, it's a feeling, like, you know what,
like,
the way that she treats me, you know, and you know, those are the good things that I like, you know, and she's real, you know what I mean? So that's when I knew. I was like, you know what, I want this girl. I'm gonna put a ring on it. I'm a bagger, like they say, like we say out here, you know what I mean? From Jersey, you know what I'm saying? From Jersey.
Bagged me.
I bagged that. She stayed in the bag.
Stayed in the bag. Number 5, was it terrifying living with each other at first, or did it come simple?
It came simple.
I think it came simple for like you.
Yeah, for me it's simple.
For me, it was a little bit of a change because from college, living by myself. I mean, I had roommates, but I lived by myself. I had my own things. So for me, it was a little bit more of a challenge because he, again, was used to having his mom do everything. So when in the beginning, that was one of his expectations, which was something that we had to learn through. And it was a challenge because, you know, I had to talk to him a few times like, hey, I ain't your mama. You know?
Oh my God.
I ain't your mama. I had to talk to him like, seriously, like, I ain't your mama. I'm not gonna be doing cleaning, cooking all the time, you know? Like, a marriage is both of us. It's something that we both have to do. And that's something he had to learn, and that was like a little challenge for us at the beginning, you know? That
I had to understand was that we're a team, you know? Exactly. And we're not living in those old times where it had to be in the house cooking. This is 2020, you know what I mean? And the times are different, so...
And roles are different.
Exactly,
like roles, definitely.
Exactly, you know? We're a team, so we have to work together because it's a relationship. We have to work with it. You know,
and a lot of people say, oh, you know, it's 50-50, but we really believe it's like 100%, 100%. Yeah. We both have to give our all in a marriage.
That's right.
So, number 6, how often do you argue? How long does it take to get over it? I feel like we bicker a lot.
Yeah,
but it's like funny stuff.
Stupid. We do argue, yes, and I'm the type of person to kind of confront the argument. And for me, it takes like literally like not that long for me to get over it. Like, I get over it real quick.
For him, it is. For me, I need some time. I'm like, bro, just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Let me just breathe, and then, you know, I'll find myself just getting over it.
You know, that to me is really annoying, but I gotta understand that that's how she is.
Yeah.
I know somebody's wrong. You know, usually we come to like ourselves and like, you know what, you're right, I'm sorry. And most of the time, I'm the one saying that.
Yeah, I'm the one like, yo, like, the one who to say it. I'm sometimes a little bit prideful.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say I'm sorry. Yeah. But I will, you know, maybe like a couple weeks later.
No, bro, we be fighting for real, yo.
No, but like, I'll say sorry like a couple weeks later. He'll say sorry at the day up.
And I'll forget about it. I'll be like, whatever.
7, do you plan on having kids anytime soon?
No.
I feel like if it happens,
it happens. But we're not planning it.
But like planning it right now, no.
We're having too much fun right now.
Yeah, I think it's just enjoying ourselves. Is something that we really want to just focus on.
Yeah.
So I have like 3 questions, a little bit more personal. What is your form of contraception? So my form of contraception is birth control pills. I feel like that works the best for me, even though sometimes
it works the best for me.
Oh my gosh. Sometimes I honestly will forget my pills.
That's dangerous.
Like, it is on a daily sometimes, guys. Don't take after me, because it happens. But yeah, I'm still dodging bullets. Haven't gotten pregnant yet, so thumbs up.
No kids yet. I'm telling you, she's gonna end up pregnant. She's gonna end up pregnant.
9, did you save yourself for marriage? And
unfortunately not.
We did not.
We made, you know,
as you guys know, we are believers. Having sex before marriage is, you know, not really the way that it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
But I could say, you know, it happens. People, you know, make mistakes. People, you know, it happens. Yeah. But I mean, for us, it did happen.
Yeah, and it brought a little bit of issues.
Yeah, it did. It definitely did bring some issues, because obviously, you know, sex is supposed to be within marriage, and that's the reason why it did cause a lot of issues when it was outside of marriage. But I mean, I think that's something, maybe like the other question, if we could have gone back, you know, to change something, I think that would have been definitely another thing that we would have changed.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, you know, sex within marriage creates such an intimacy, and when you don't have the marriage part, it can cause a lot of problems in that form of intimacy.
Well, thank God I learned, you know, growing up and growing up with her, learning about sex. There was actually a book, right?
Yeah, we read a book, Crazy Good Sex. I'll link that down below. You guys can get it on Amazon. It's a really good book. It's really made for men, but I actually picked it up and I started reading it. But there's like a section in the book that are for women, for married women who are reading the book. So we both read it. We didn't read it together. I read it first and then he read it, because I was like, that's a really good book.
The book talked about things that I already knew. Go through. That I already knew.
It talks about what guys go through. It talks about myths about women that guys don't understand.
Yeah, but then it also spoke about things that girls wouldn't really understand, that I understood from the book. Like, you know what, Maggie wouldn't understand this, you know, until you read the book.
Until I read the book. So it gave me a lot of insight on how the guy's mind works. Number 10. Has sex changed since being married? Definitely have.
It's better now.
It's better because we're married. Now, you know, being married, being sexually active it's so much better. It's not something, you know, we need to hide, because a lot, like when we weren't married, we were like so scared for people to find out, or we were just so scared. Like we would really think, like, well, I would think that like I had sex was like written in my forehead and everybody could see it.
Yeah, not me. I'm good. I was good.
That's how I felt. So I mean, yes, it has changed, because of course we are married now.
And I always hit her up. Like, you know, give her like little text messages, and I send a little emojis. You know which one?
Yeah.
You know, a little eggplant. You know. So you know, funny. And I always text her like, oh, you know, baby, I'm thinking about you. You know, so that kind of spicens up the marriage. It's good. So you know, we like to spicing it up, do a little, you know, different things, you know, but.
Yeah, that's really it, what we wanted to share about. We wanted to be real with you guys, show you guys what it's like for us being almost married for 2 years. A lot of people ask me questions too, you know, because we're young, we're married young. Well, I'm younger, 5 years younger than him. So, and a lot of people ask like what it's like to be married, you know, at such a young age. So we just wanted to answer some of these questions for you guys, especially during the time of, you know, this week of love, Valentine's Day. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for being here with us. We really appreciate the support that you guys give us. I know I get a lot of messages on just like how they love my videos and just to keep on moving forward. So I really appreciate those messages that you guys do. So thank you so much, and until next Monday. Bye.